Okay, I'm not a big take a video of your food guy, but I have truly no idea what this is. I think it's Sendol. And then they just shoved a giant ice thingy on top of it. I also wasn't, there was basically a store with loads of ingredients. You put them all in a bowl, it's like a bunch of jelly. But I didn't know what to choose, I didn't know what anything was, so I just picked their signature dish. I'll let you know how it is. I have no idea what's in it. Okay, so expectantly the ice all melted in like 10 seconds. It's very sweet, it's pretty good honestly. I realized after that the jelly probably has gelatin in it, but it looks like everything that's in mine is like a grain, like there's barley, longan juice, there's like a lotus root, red bean, like it's all existing stuff. So it might be fine. It's bought now. It's good, so sweet, so sweet. Oh, gems what? Oh, gems what?
ในนี้จะมีครบทุกอย่างเลย
When in Rome, right? You know what I did? I danced my fucking heart out. I have a bunch of notes, but I need to sleep today because I've got to be up really early. Make sure I get the train. There's only one train that I can get. So I'm gonna pack tomorrow morning because I'm so tired right now. I must have danced for like 2 hours straight. And anyone who's ever danced with me will know it's intense. There was a lot of energy there. I danced with so many people. I pulled people in from the crowd. There were so many occasions where I was the only one dancing, or the drummers. I can't remember if I got a video of the drummers. There were drummers with the DJ, the new DJ, and they came down and sometimes danced in the middle, and I danced with them. Well, the one guy specifically a lot, and it was incredible. And you know what? I sat there for a while, like debating why I was embarrassed to go up, or like why I didn't go up earlier, or you know, why I was waiting for something to go up and dance. And I didn't want it to be performative. I didn't want to embarrass myself because I don't know how to dance like to Indian music. And I was like, you know what? Fuck all of that. Fuck being embarrassed. I don't feel embarrassed. Embarrassment is no. So I got up and I started moving. As soon as I started moving, it just, everything clicked, and I danced wildly for a while. So much so that I got like a handshake and a fist bump from the DJ at the end when I was walking by and he was off. He gave me like hearts from the booth, from the stage. Like a guy who was organizing it, like loads of other people made friends on the dance floor. And then the drummer exchanged details, said that he wanted to go to the UK one day. You know, I was like, hell yeah, let me know when you go to the UK. And I asked him where he was from, and he's from Punjab. So I was like, if I'm ever there, I'll let you know. He asked me if I was married, and I said no. And then he was like, when you get married, I'll play your wedding. And I was like, hell yeah. So I now have his number too. Yeah, so good, man. So good. I loved it. Oh, and you know what? You know what? I'm not. I love that I didn't take a video. I was dancing just for me. I must be in. This is not an exaggeration. Some of it was just me alone. I must be in hundreds of people's videos. Some people were taking videos of me specifically. One lady older lady, Thai lady I danced with a bunch, took a selfie with me at the end. One guy was FaceTiming like his brother or his friend, and I was in that. Oh, and not a second of that had anything interrupting the experience for me. And you know, I think you're just gonna get a lot of post reviews. I can't put this filter. It feels so icky to bring the camera out during an experience I'm having that's meaningful. It feels so like I'm cutting it so that I can pay it back later when I watch it, or when someone else watches it. Worse for someone else. So yeah, I think it's just going to become even fewer of the videos in between, or just when it's downtime, or when I'm really like separated on off and have the space to do it, and then mostly just reflections. And I loved it. I was so happy to be done. I was so happy. It was so fantastic. Oh. And it was so tiring. I sweat my fucking balls off. It was crazy. I got through all of these three. I refilled this when I got here. I got through all three of these bottles of water while I was dancing. And then it was nuts. And then I met, I did meet up with Mallory in the end. She'd messaged the wrong Adam, so. And then, we just walked, talked a lot about philosophy, mental health, values, all my favorites, all the hits, and got a really good avocado mango smoothie. And I was like, no sugar, no milk. And they were like, okay. So she gave me a spoon with it, which is really funny. Oh, and I had, this is the last thing. I found a cafe that did Thai tea, but with oat milk. It's like vegan Thai tea. And it had a little jelly, so I guess the jelly must be vegan, must be made of something else. Anyway, and it was so good. In the heat, oh my God, it was so good. Two things. The less funny thing, and then I'll leave you on the funny thing. The less funny thing is that I've started a like Google thing for like the traveling, where I'll keep all the food establishments that I liked logged. So if I'm ever back, or if anyone wants requests, especially dietary restricted requests, then I have a whole list. But yeah, so I went in, I asked for the vegan Thai tea because it was on the menu as that, and they were like, yeah, cool. And they had like a bar, and it was like 0% to 150% with like stages in between, and essentially you could pick how sweet you wanted it to be. So there was 100%, which is, I guess, 100% sweet, and then they had 150, and then they had like 70, 30, 10, 0, and I was like 0. I was like, can I have 0? No sweet. And the woman taking the order like stopped. She looked at me like she didn't understand what I said. And I promise I'm not exaggerating. Every server, they were all the girls. All the girls stopped, turned, and the one behind, like, tilted her head in front and said, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And she was like, "What did you say?" I was like, "No sweet." They refused to take it. They were like, "No sweet, are you sure?" And I was like, "Okay, maybe low sweet, like 10%. It's like maybe the low sweet." And they were like, "Yeah, okay, put the low sweet in." It was very funny interaction. And honestly, it fucking crushed. The low sweet slapped. But I bet the no sweet would have slapped as well. Oat milk is sweet enough. And I was thinking, like, it's kind of like when people say, like, "Oh, don't get Indian spicy food." You know, if you want spicy, don't get Indian spicy. It's like if you're in Southeast Asia, don't get Southeast Asia sweet. You know, don't get Indonesian sweet. Don't get Thai sweet. Don't get Malaysian sweet. Get, like, if you want, like, Western sweet, it's less. It's less, I promise. And if you want me sweet, it's none. You say no sugar. They might slip some in an ingredient anyway, so no sugar. I promise. It's better. Yeah. Whoa. Anyway, I have to be up in like 6 hours. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to be up in 6 hours so that I have like a solid hour or like half an hour to pack, and then I get to the train station like an hour early so I can make sure I get a ticket and I'm in the right place and I'm going the right way. But don't worry, I have lots of notes from today and lots of things to reflect for tomorrow. And I still don't know what the spill means, so I'm going to remove spill. And I still haven't talked about Handmaid's Tale, but I honestly don't have that many reflections about it. I liked it, but I don't have that much to say about it. Yeah. My ears are still ringing. It was so loud. It was just speakers. Just 4 giant speakers, and we're not far away, and my head hurts. My ears are ringing. So worth it. Oh, now I want to do Diwali in India. Anyway, let's not get carried away. Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow.